Hello everyone, I'm your host Nathan Pereira. Welcome to the Shaping Young Minds podcast. Good morning, Joanne.
Good morning.
Welcome to our podcast, The Shaping Young Minds. On this podcast, we interview young, aspiring individuals such as yourself. Thank you, Joanne, for being our first guest. So, to begin with, who are you? What do you do? And why do you do it?
My name is Joann Fernandes, and I'm doing my BBA currently. And to talk about my music side, I play the cello. I've been playing the cello for almost 10 years now. And for me, music has been an incredible journey, right from when I was a kid to just singing nonsense and playing on toy guitars to where I am right now. So I do music not just because I go for classes or no one tells me to do music. It's like my escape from stress or something that I really enjoy. And I love music.
So, Joanne, building on that, can you tell us a little bit more about how you got into music?
So music has been in my life for a really long time through my family and through my friends as well. So I started guitar classes initially when I was in the second, as well as violin classes. I started guitar because my dad used to play the guitar and I was like really fascinated by how he played. So I started with guitar and then violin, and I didn't really like the violin a lot and I got bored of it. So I stopped violin.
But were you good at it?
No, I was not. I was not good in violin. And then I was like watching YouTube and I saw this bigger violin called the cello. And I saw these two people playing it. They're called the Two Cellos. They're a famous duo known. They're disbanded right now, but watching them inspired me to pick the cello up. And I realized that there are classes in Goa, so I just enrolled myself to see if I would actually go forward with it. And ever since that, I've been really loving classes, and that's how I got into music.
You mentioned that you are not very good at violin. So, could you put a little bit more light on that about why exactly cello? Was it only the inspiration from watching these two guys on YouTube, or was there some other reason that you chose cello as your choice to excel in?
So with violin, I felt like it was a bit difficult and I didn't really enjoy playing it. Like guitar, I loved enjoying it, playing it. I loved playing it. So the more I played it, the more I loved it. But with violin, I felt no spark. But then with the cello, so they are weirdly similar, the violin and the cello, but they're also very different at the same time. And when I played the cello, I realized this is so much better than violin, and I feel more closer to it because as a person who loves bass, the cello really connects with me. So I chose to continue with cello. I stopped the violin, but now cello is like a really big part of me. It has brought me to many different fields in life, and it has gotten me out of my shell just by playing the one instrument that I love.
So you said that for many generations there have been musicians in your family. Any noteworthy, anything, any national players, anything sort of that sort?
Well, no national players, but for my mom, I can talk about my parents. My mom, she loved singing as a kid. She never really took it as a career, but she came out now, like a few years ago. And right now, she's a singer. She sings in restaurants as well as in a band. Plus, she's a teacher at the same time, so she works two jobs. And my dad, his first job was with this one best friend of his. He and his best friend used to sing in a restaurant. And back then, they just had a guitar. There was no instruments in Goa, and everything was so cheap that his guitar was 500 rupees. And his guitar is a 12-string guitar. If you buy it right now, it's a 12-string guitar, yeah. If you buy it right now, it's worth 30,000. 30, yeah. So imagine from 500 rupees to 30,000. So that being his first job, he used to tell me so many stories about how he had fun with music. And earning money was just like as a side thing, but he mostly had fun with it. So that gave me a good idea, like what if learning instruments could actually bring another side to it in me.
So would you say that if not for your family, you would never have gotten into music?
I don't think never. I think I still would have gotten into music because even if it's not playing, I love singing, I love listening to music, I love other instruments which I don't really play. But like, I don't, yeah, even if my family wasn't into it, I would still learn it. I would definitely love to learn it.
So you've been playing cello for about 10 years, and I'm sure you have some interesting stories that you could tell us.
Yeah, so my recent one was in March. It was for this famous movie right now.
March 2025?
Yes, March 2025. And the movie's name is Saiyaara.
Oh, that's
So,
a popular one.
yep, it is. So how it happened was this one fine day I got a text message from this random lady and I didn't know what to do, and it was during this cello workshop itself. So then she called me up and I picked up, and then she was like, I got your number from this one woman. I didn't know who the woman was as well. And then she was like, we're searching for cellist for this movie shoot. Are you interested in playing? At first I was like, it's probably some scam or something. But then she started up with all these famous words. We're with Aditya Raj Films Production, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, damn. And I was researching while she was talking to me on the phone. And I was like, okay, this is good. And then she was like, send me a video of you and we'll hook you up. I was like, fine. And then we shot at Inox in Panjim. We were there for like 12 hours. And if you see the movie, I'm there for like 2 seconds. But it was an amazing experience because they called musicians from all over Goa. Plus, I got to see such a famous film production company with all their equipment, all their people, and even Mohit Suri, the director of the movie. He was right there. Plus the actors. Like, it was the first time for me for being in an actual film, which is really famous right now. And that was an incredible experience. And plus, it got me more exposure. This was my recent one. And my other one, I was called to Mumbai in 2023 in December. So I didn't know what this was, but they were like, we are this non-profit music association in Mumbai, and they were short of cellist. So they called Goa, being the neighboring state, having cellist. And they called up, and they called my teacher actually, and my teacher told me to go. So then they contacted me. They were like, we'll pay for your ticket, for your stay, we'll give you the cello, we'll do this, we'll do that. You just need to come and play for us. And it was like a Christmas concert in this nice, beautiful church in Bandra. And I was like, so exciting. It was really an amazing experience. I went there and I went for only 2 practices, which was a sound rehearsal and the main rehearsal. And then we played in the church with this big orchestra and a choir full of kids, teenagers, adults. There's this whole music organization known as Pueri Cantores.
Sorry?
Pueri Cantores.
Pueri Cantores.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's Portuguese. I don't know. But yeah, it's run by this old couple right now. And it was really amazing. I was like the only kid over there in the orchestra section because they usually call all the professionals from Mumbai to play for this one day. And I was
Non-profit.
yes,
It's a
non-profit thing. And I was the only kid, so I was like kind of scared. And plus, no one from Goa had come. There was another man supposed to come with me, another cellist, but unfortunately, he had some personal reason he couldn't come. So I was alone over there. My dad came with me. But it was really an amazing time, especially this one time in the church. We played in the church, the concert was in the church. And the founder of this organization, during the whole event, he stood up to give a vote of thanks to all of us. And he in front of the whole church, he was like, I would like to thank this one girl who has come all the way from all the way from Goa. All the way from Goa. And then he was like, Joann Fernandes. And then he told me to stand up. And I was like standing in front of the whole church. And then he was like, everyone, please give a big round of applause for her.
Would you say this was the highlight of your career?
It really was, because I was like almost in tears because everyone was looking at me and just clapping their hands. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. I really want to do this more and more. So that one part in 2023 really wanted me to get out of my comfort zone and actually play for people.
So we have you moving to Mumbai to play for a show. Then there is Saiyaara, the movie. And do you see this industry of cellist really growing in India? Because right now there aren't much opportunities for cellists to put themselves out there and to grow, especially in Goa. It is very less. So do you see this industry growing and going somewhere?
For cellist, I don't really think that it will become such a big thing. Like if you see violinists or pianists, there are so many of them, and they're really high on demand. But cellist is like it's like a small group of musicians. That's why like other states call Goa, or Goa calls other states for certain instruments, and it's kind of like a really big perk or a big flex if you know the cello, because you can be called for so many things just because you're such a rare instrument player, you know. And I hope that there are going to be more future cellists, because now that I see in my music class, there are so many new kids just joining cello. But when I was a kid over there were barely any cellists. So I think it's going to grow. I hope it grows, but it would be really good if it grows, because it's not just a part of an orchestra thing. Cellists are really high on demand for Bollywood music, for lounge music in hi-fi restaurants and all, in hotels. So it's really beneficial, and it's good. I hope it grows. I do see it.
So you would say that there is a demand, but there is deficient in supply.
Yep. But also like in Goa specifically for orchestra, Western orchestral music, there's very less demand.
Very less.
Yeah. Like I can give you an example of this group called Stuti.
Stuti.
Yeah, it's well known in Goa. It's this choral ensemble it's an orchestra as well as a choir. The thing is that if we had such demand, they could be making money right now, but they give their concerts for free just because they don't get enough audience. But it's such a good group that they actually get called to play in Mumbai, in Bangalore, and they'll be going to UK next year. Yeah, exactly.
And
it's like they have the demand.
Is this a Goan origin group, or is it from the other states?
It's a Goan origin group. It started long back. It's just that every few years the founder would change, and it's a really amazing group. They play music in English, in Portuguese, in Latin, sometimes in Konkani, and they make it in such a unique manner that it hits the taste of orchestral music. It's just that it really connects, and it's just that we don't have the enough crowd in Goa. Wish it did.
Joann, you are 18 years old, 18 years and counting. So where do you see yourself in about 5 years or 10 years from now? Do you see yourself continuing in this art of cello, and what's basically the future plan?
Good question. So this year I took a risk and I applied for the actual formal exam. So whatever we learn in Kala Academy is under the syllabus of the Trinity College of Music in London. Yeah. And if we want to answer the actual exams which are sent from London and they have representatives in each state and all, then we need to like pay a certain fee and we answer the exam. It's really, really stressful, really difficult. And being in the 8th grade right now, 8th grade is like your 12th standard for education. It's like a really difficult, important year. So I'm going to be answering this exam this year in November. And for me, it's more of like an opportunity to grow more. Even if I get bad marks, it's okay because I would still clear that exam. And I hope that after I finish this exam, I go forward. So there are like 3 degrees after 8th grade. There's the ATCL, FTCL, and LTCL. I hope to finish at least 1 degree, because then at least one of them.
And for your grade 8th, is there a chance that you could fail in that, or is there like a guarantee thing you go through? How does it work?
So for music, it's really difficult to grade. 60 marks is the passing marks out of 100.
Is this a written test, or are you like simultaneously playing something and
for practical exams, it's a playing thing. They've given you a syllabus, like there are scales and there are pieces. So we need to play them. And for pieces, we also have a piano accompaniment, who we also have to hire and pay. So this is a whole expensive process. But yeah, it's a whole practical thing where the judge will judge you how you play, the tone, the feeling that I put in, and if it actually matches the piece when it was played years ago. Because these are all from centuries ago pieces. Like if I played in a modern way,
Yeah.
they'll give me a straight up 0. So they mark you in such a specific way. It's like it's really difficult to get above 90 or even 85 at this point. So yeah, failing could be possible, but I'm trying really hard to pass at least. But yeah.
So right now the plan is to get through grade 8 and then to answer any one of the 3 degrees and see yourself even further down the road. So about 5 years you should be done with your degree.
Yep, mostly. And I also hope to be playing in the Symphony Orchestra of India one fine day at least. It's like the main orchestra of India.
Yes, it is. So all the best to you, Joann. Thank you so much for being with us today, and hope to see you again and wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Joann.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.